All right, hi everybody, Professor Jim here. We're back to statistics. Okay, you saw the first video on that, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to take a look at something called central tendency. Now, statistics has a lot of formulas and a lot of definitions, all good stuff. So we'll look at central tendency first. And basically all this means are numbers go towards the middle. And to keep it simple and keep it direct, the people who named these different definitions of numbers that go towards the middle had them all start with the letter M. Okay, so they're easy to remember. Mean, median, mode. Okay, first is mean. Okay, so the mean is the same as an average. You take the numbers that you get, you divide them by how many you have, and you get an average, or in statistics speak, a mean. They hardly ever use the word average in statistics unless they're talking about weighted average. That pops up once in a while. Sometimes they just call it weighted mean. Okay, so it's the average. Add them up and divide, right? Add them up, divide by how many. That's nice and easy. Mode, even easier. That's the number that shows up the most. Put the numbers in order, low to high. The number 17 shows up 5 times and all the other numbers show up 1 time. The mode is 17. Can you have more than one mode? Yes. If you have numbers where 2 of them show up twice, then you have something called multimodal. Won't say that 5 times fast. Just means you have 2 modes. Or you can have 3 modes. You can have 4 modes. In general, we have 1 mode. Once in a while, we get 2 modes. Okay, so what does that leave? That leaves the median. Median is the middle number. Okay, now if we have mean, which is an average, why do we need median, which is a middle number? Because the median isn't affected a whole bunch by something called an outlier. And an outlier is a number that's a lot different than the other numbers. Example. Is all the dollars. Let's say we have a street, there's 4 houses on the street, each of them are worth, excuse me, each of them are worth $300,000. Okay. Somebody takes a liking to the street, they say, this is great, I love this street. And they're a billionaire or multimillionaire, whatever they happen to be, and they love the street and they want to be at the end of the street where it's nice and quiet, nobody bothers them, and that's that. So they build their giant house at the end of the street for $8.8 million in this example. Okay, does it make my house worth more money? Maybe a little bit if I have an $8.8 million house down the street, but it's not worth that much more money. So if you take the average or the mean and you add these up, you get $10 million, right? It's 5 houses. So if I'm on Main Street or whatever street this is, and I have a $300,000 house, according to the average, my house is worth $2 million, which is totally inaccurate. It doesn't go from $300,000 to $2 million overnight. Maybe somebody's willing to pay $400,000 because there's a big celebrity at the end of the block, or somebody big in sports, or some business tycoon or something. But my house isn't worth $2 million. So they came up with the median. that picks the middle number. To get the median, you take the numbers, you put them in order from low to high. Okay, there's 5 numbers here, right? I'm going to throw the world's easiest formula at you. We remember formulas from another time I mentioned them in basic math. We were doing word problems. We take the number, add 1, and divide the top number by 2. So here we have 5 houses, right? So 5 plus 1, 6, nice and easy. I did mention this is easy, right? 3 is our winning number. 3 is the median. This stands for the place. So it's in 3rd place. Okay, maybe it's not great in sports to be in 3rd place, but for the median for this it is. Okay, so the house that's in 3rd place, 1, 2, 3. That's the median. Okay, this is why they use median for housing and salaries, because if you start adding up the salaries of the people who make a ton of money at companies, it's way more usually than the people who are getting paid regular amounts to work. So the median gets rid of the outliers. It's resilient to it or resistant to the outliers, and it works. So for housing, in this case, the median is 300,000. There's 4 of them, right? And then there's the big house down the end of the block. So that's the median. Always remember, if you have a whole bunch of numbers scrambled, 15 numbers, 37 numbers, we'll do some more on the median in the next video. Make sure you go from the smallest number, reorder them, go from the smallest number to the highest. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to get the right answer for median. Okay, that'll conclude median. We're brought to you by our sponsor at Luigi's Pizza in Roxbury Mall in Succasunna, New Jersey. I'd like to thank them and thank County College of Morris. And thank you for showing up. Thanks. Bye.